This is how I play the game! Oh my god! What the fuck?
Holy shit! That is an epic fucking intro, dude. I have to warn everyone. Warning. What you may see right now is going to be absolutely disgusting. Sound good? And, I mean, it's a good thing. The good news is, folks, you know, overall in February, it was a good month. People were very positive. Attendance was up on streams. That was great. You know, cheers, tips were pretty good. Subs were good.
It's just that subs weren't as crazy abundant as they were last month, but they were still damned pretty good. You know, we're in the last few days of the month here, and I'm still got over 450 subs. That's pretty tremendous, okay? So don't let it get you down for the fact that, oh man, Phil had goals that he wanted to be like 550 or 600 subs this month, and the fact that we're not there, it's not a bad thing. You know, a channel like mine where I never was basing anything off of subscriptions until last month, for it to still be maintaining the amount of subs that it has is pretty damn cool, and it's still a positive thing. You know, I see a lot of people are getting disheartened. Oh, the subs are down. There's no reason to be disheartened. You know, there's a lot of misinformation, too. Oh, well, no one's cheering and tipping. That's completely false. It's been pretty good in that regard. You know, people have been very supportive. And I just want to say...
Thanks for the money, dummies. Because that's exactly what you fucking are. A bunch of fucking empty-headed idiots who paid me money to get absolutely nothing out of it. Thanks. Wow. And then this coming Wednesday, folks, this coming Wednesday is going to be a fundraising event. That's just fucked in the head, dude. That's not normal mental behavior. Scammer, it's greed. It's greed. Greed is massively strong. I have no fucking self-control.
So this coming Wednesday, I'm at least going to be doing one major stream, if not an entire day of PUBG. There will be the scoring, or the leaderboard for cheer, subs, and tips up on the screen during that day. The major reason I'm doing this is, well, actually, it's twofold. Number one, it's the end of the month. And, you know, I really am, not really disappointed or sad, but I'm just a little, I guess I am kind of sad, because I really wanted to hit the sub goals for this month. I really wanted to do this cooking show with my girlfriend, Kat.
Anyone who becomes a paid subscriber, you guys are my lifeblood at this point.
But... you know, we're not even close. We're 100 subs away from hitting the sub goal in order to do the cooking show, okay? So that being said, what I really want to do is try to make a final push for the month to see if we can really get an increase in subs for the end of the month. And that's going to be a major focus of Wednesday's stream, all right? That's number one.
I'm not the person who sits here and during my content constantly mentions, please subscribe. You're never going to see please subscribe on the screen here on my stream. That's not me. I'm not a person who constantly advertises. I'm not a person who does that.
Number two, the other big push, all right, is that I'm going to be trying to raise funds for my upcoming, big tax payment that comes due in April.
It's a necessary evil, right? Let the green roll in. Let me fucking unleash the beast. You feed me more. Feed me, Seymour. Feed me. You created the monster, you unleashed the monster, and now your complaint is, well, the monster's too powerful to control. Well, fuck you, that's your fault. So fucking greedy, pretty pathetic. Shout outs!
Shout out to Critical for Days, who did a 25-bit cheer.
For me, thank God.
And he says, hey Phil, even if you're nervous about Patreon and subs, don't worry. You've been in much worse times. You'll get through the bullshit. We are with you no matter what. I know, Critical. Honestly, there's nothing that I can do. I'm going to be nervous no matter what. I mean, the major thing here, I think, is to stay positive and to keep bringing positive gameplay and streams to you guys daily. And I think that just letting you guys know that I do need your support with certain situations and certain things, just like I did at the end of the year last year, I think if I just make you aware of it, I think we're going to be okay. You know, I am nervous because I have no idea how much I'm going to owe in April. I also have no idea what the back taxes are going to be for the state, which those aren't due until supposedly that assessment of my back taxes that I'm going to owe for not paying business taxes since I moved here in 2014 all the way through 2016. Apparently, those are going to be due or start being due April as well. So it's like everything's going to be due in April. Great, right? Everything at once. That sucks. But, not having any idea what these amounts are going to be is very worrying.
I mean, what if it's a couple thousand? Okay, I could probably wrangle that up. I've been saving up money. That probably wouldn't be a big deal. I told the truth, like I always do. I have to be careful when I say things.
What if it's like 10,000? Well, fuck me. Where am I supposed to get a crazy amount of money from, So that's why I'm nervous. It's the uncertainty that really makes me nervous. But we don't know anything yet. I'll find out hopefully soon and have more information. But like I said, right now is the time for me to try to be raising funds, because if I don't do it now, it would be great in March. I finally know what I owe. That's great. But anything that you do besides tipping doesn't even count until May. So it doesn't even help me. Right? So that's why I got to try to do some stuff here at the end of the month to help out. Okay. All right. I got another idiot troll. Goodbye. I'm really tired of this. But last month, didn't you say you had enough to cover your state taxes? No. Last month, I said I had enough to cover the 2017 state taxes, and that there was still back taxes that were going to be due in the future, but you like to come in here continuously, by the way, on your third clone account, after being banned twice already, and constantly spam the stream chat with shit like that to act like I'm a liar, which I'm not. You're just a moron.
That person has 100% has the right to share their opinion. It's called freedom of speech.
YOLO Dopper did a cheer and said, if you can't for some reason pay taxes in April, where will you and Cat go? Back to Connecticut? Well, here's the thing. If I can't pay them in April, which I hope by hook or by crook, there's got to be hopefully some way I can try to make up the money to pay these, okay? Well, fundraising streams. If I have to fucking sell shit out of my house, I don't know how that would work, but I got to figure out something. Worst case scenario, if it looks like there's no way I'm going to be able to pay the taxes that I owe for the rest of the year, for example, I'm going to have to put the house on the market, and which I don't want to do. Again, I've worked my ass off to earn this house, to keep this house.
What the shit? I'm good at lying.
Worst case, having to put the house on the market. Now you're talking months to prepare the house for sale, to have people coming in and looking at it. It's not going to be a quick process. It's not like overnight, oh God, that's it. No more fill-in in Washington. More than likely, what I would have to do is see houses around here, homes around here, and it's not going to be me buying this time because I don't have the credit to buy. It's probably going to be me trying to rent something, if I even can with the credit that I have. Rent something out here. If worst case scenario, if I can't even qualify to rent something out here because my credit's so bad, then I'm going to have to go back to Connecticut and move into the shitty condo, which I don't want to do. It would be terrible, okay? It would honestly be awful. Two people living in a small, cramped condo. My business would suffer tremendously. The quality of videos would go way down. The internet would constantly have issues. It would be really bad, okay? I don't even want to think about it. That's like a worst case scenario. What I'm hoping is, maintaining the positivity, keeping a good attitude. You guys have been very supportive and saved my butt before, between all the money I've already raised and saved and everything going on. Hopefully we can get through it and we don't have to worry about it, all right?
Definitely as a person, I've grown, I've changed, I've become way more mature, that's for sure.
Eternal Napalm did a 300-bit cheer.
Thank you. Really, thank you.
And Eternal Napalm, you are now the cheerleader for today's stream. Thank you very much. He says, why do people always hate and troll on you? You'd have to ask those people. Because Eternal Napalm, all I can do is speculate. What I know is there's some people that hang on to the past. They hang on to a previous version of me from 5+ years ago, who they think was a horrible person, a person that was basically so egocentric, so believing that he was the best shit on the internet, wasn't listening to input from anyone, wasn't listening to criticism, and basically left myself wide open for movements on the internet, like this is how they don't play and stuff like that, shit like that. There's other people who literally have just crazy shit that they hate me for. Some of them believe stuff that's not even true.
Phil's a racist. Phil's a pedophile. Phil's a thief. Phil's a scammer. The salty tears.
Phil's this, Phil's that. And they present this insane evidence that's not evidence at all. They'll just regurgitate memes or half-truths or things that have been spun to make me look bad that aren't true at all. And when people actually debunk them, like, well, that's not true, here's what really happened. Oh, they don't want to hear that. Then they'll bring something else up as another excuse, It just seems there's become this mob mentality on the internet that if you are someone who is insecure about yourself, who doesn't have anything positive going on for yourself, and you really can't make anything, constructive or creative for yourself, just make videos about me, and at least you'll get some kind of popularity because people watch them and love the drama. The bottom line is I'm not even involved with most of it. There was a time, don't get me wrong, where I would say stupid, ludicrous stuff in videos and on streams. And, I'm the first person to step up and say, yes, I'm a fallible person. I used to make tons of mistakes, stupid shit I used to do all the time. Those days are gone. I've learned, I've matured, I've changed over the years.
What? What the fuck? Are you fucking serious? That's 100% a lie. and is 100% wrong.
You know, I'm just here to have fun on stream anymore. I don't want to get involved with any drama. I'm not here to shit on people. I'm not here to argue with people. I'm just here to have a fun time, okay? But there's still people who, like, they don't want to hear that or they don't believe it. You know, just crazy shit in their heads. And they'll believe the dumbest shit. They'll make shit up about me. It's crazy. It does seem that there's a mob mentality of people who like, oh, if you make fun of DSP, now we're part of this clique, this culture, this fringe group of people, and we all friggin', you know, hold hands and sing Kumbaya and circle jerk each other, and we support each other, because our one commonality is that we hate DSP. And then when you actually get down to the nuts and bolts of it, of why do they actually hate me, there's no, like, legitimate reason behind any of it. Really. So, you know, again, I guarantee you, if you were to go somewhere and ask a group of 20 people who swear that they hate me, why? They would all regurgitate the same crap, but then when you get down to the individual reasons, they wouldn't even be able to justify it. All they can do is regurgitate the same memes and the same crap. They can't actually justify it because most of the stuff that they hate me for isn't even factually true. There was a kid, last week apparently, on his fighting game stream, said, oh man, Darkside Phil, that guy's a piece of shit. That's the guy that twice at EVO he pulled a knife on someone. And then he got banned permanently from all tournaments. He's a real piece of crap and everyone hates him in the fighting game community. None of that ever happened. But you see what I mean? So now there's people in the fighting game community that actually think that I'm like some scumbag hoodlum who pulls knives on people. That none of that ever happened, ever. It's quite the opposite. There was a couple times when I was confronted at tournaments with violence and I chose not to participate in it. I walked away. It's the complete and polar opposite of what these idiots say. But this is what I mean. This is the mentality of people who don't like me. They have no idea what the fuck they're saying or talking about. They're just fucking stupid.
My mouth is full of salt. Insane amount of disgusting toxicity.
I don't even know what else to say about it. I mean, Oliviosaurus Rex did another cheer and said, what was your favorite job before this current one? Was it your job at Everything Yogurt and Salad? I mean, quite honestly, alright? Quite honestly, really, I think the only job that I ever had that I really enjoyed the job was, I worked at Circus City. And at that time, I was really into techie kind of stuff. I was into building my own PCs.
That's 100% a lie. And is 100% wrong. I'm good at lying.
I was getting into photography. Like, that's one of the reasons why I ended up getting really good digital cameras to film stuff on YouTube. I knew about them. But my time at Circus City, it was more laid back. It wasn't super serious. The money I was making was just to pay for college loans and stuff. It wasn't like, oh my God, you know, I have to make a ton of money here. It was fun. I was friends with some of the people who I worked with. And, you know, it was a more laid-back time of my life. I actually really enjoyed when I worked at Circus City back in the day. Plus, I got to mess, you know, the stuff I sold primarily was stuff I really liked. Computers, video games, cameras. You know, this was shit that I liked. It was like you're selling stuff that you know about and you enjoy, so people could see your passion for it when you're trying to explain to them the technology. You know, that was a good time. Probably that's, well, I know, my first job was, I was at a health food store where we had frozen yogurt and smoothies and we made fresh salads and stuff like that, panini sandwiches. Did I love the job? No, but as my first job, it was really cool because after a couple of years, I got a lot of responsibility at the job, and it was the first time in my life where I saw that someone basically other than my parents or school teachers or whatever trusted me with responsibility. And because I think that job taught me a lot about being responsible at a job. I didn't love the job, but the job was at least something that I felt proud of. You could come to the store and get a good meal, and I was responsible for the store. You know what I mean? Like, you get a little bit of pride in what you do. Even as stupid as it is, making salads and smoothies for people, right? At least I knew when you came to my store, you were going to get a good meal. So, there you go. Max Clark, here we go again. Yep, Max Clark, I've had enough. Max Clark is getting banned. Seriously, this guy is an obvious troll.
Why am I toxic? More toxic, overdramatic, drama queen toxic.
Rave Comic did a 125-bit cheer and says, honestly, Phil, I just think that these people really hate you, and they hate that you've got a type of success that they feel they could achieve, but they never tried it themselves. They say stupid things like they're better gamers, and they see you fail in montages, and they use that against you. Well, Rave Comic, I definitely agree with some people. There are some of these people who they see me put on a stream, right? And I put on a stream, and people are entertained.
I'm the worst gamer on the planet.
Yeah, I'm a gamer! And they cheer, sub, and tip, and they watch the videos on YouTube, and they see this, and they get so angry. Because somewhere in their mind, they believe they're better than me. Maybe they're skill-wise, they're better than me. They think they're more entertaining than me. They think they're better people than me. And they can't believe that someone who is not as talented as they feel they are could possibly have any kind of success on the internet. They should be in my place. And if they were, they would do a much better job, right?
So that's what it is. It's an element of jealousy.
For some, not all of these people, trust me, I know some of them, they just got these wild ideas in their fucking heads, but some of them it is. It's a thing of jealousy, okay?
Huh?
That guy needs to be kicked in the freaking balls. He's an asshole.
Wow.
I get that. How many people with Justin Bieber, when he became very popular, said, what the fuck, this kid can't even sing, his music sounds like shit, and this guy's a multi-millionaire, billionaire, whatever the fuck he is at this point, for bopping around a stage acting like a fool, and he's a fucking auto-tuned idiot who can't sing to save his life, and look at his popularity, you know? It's kind of the same thing.
No, 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 no. Okay, well, maybe, no, and... No!
Now, the difference being, I've been doing this for 10 years, alright? I made these videos starting in 2008, and I did it until early 2011. I didn't make a dime doing it for 2.5 years. I made these videos for the passion of gaming, because I loved it. I loved being a gamer. It was my hobby. I wanted to share that fun and excitement and my passion for what I did with the world. And then, only then, after 2.5 years of hard dedication and work to doing something I never made a dime doing, did the situation kind of present itself, where I lost my office job, which had been my focus for employment and income for years, and I was the underdog of YouTube. Phil had never intended to make a dime doing this, and people supported me because they said, man, here's a guy who's down on his luck. It's not fair. He's entertaining. He's funny. He works his butt off at his job and when on his YouTube videos. It's stupid that now he's going to maybe lose his house and stuff. And I became virally popular for 2 years. I was like one of the in guys for Let's Plays and playthroughs on YouTube. Okay? You know, so it's funny, because people, oh, well, if I had the talent and I had this, you know, I already have it, and I'm better than Phil. Yeah, well, even if that was the case, even if you're better than me at games, which no one really cares about, by the way, no one cares how good you are, it's about how entertaining you are. Even if you think you're funnier than me and you are more entertaining than me, and you think you do a better job than me.
You don't have 10 years of experience. You don't have a 10-year legacy. You don't have people who've watched me for that long. I'm pretty sure we all knew that it was about some kind of a fanatical cult.
I could attest and say, man, I really love the journey Phil's been on, the evolution of Phil over the years, and I really, you know, I like this guy's content. It's helped me out over the years. I care about this guy. It's different than someone just trying to jump in out of nowhere. You know what I mean? Like I've said many times over the years, I do see myself as very lucky, all right? Very, very lucky for what I do. The fact that I'm still popular. If I didn't start when I did, there's no chance in this day and age that I would have ever gotten noticed. There's no chance. If I was just a newcomer trying to start on YouTube right now, no one would care about my videos or my content. It's because I started when I did that now people know who I am and give me a look. If it wasn't for that, I would never get any attention, because YouTube completely changed to be this shit-ass, toxic website, you know, edited style, scripted comedy.
Garbage content. It's all about drama and bullshit and toxicity. It's not about putting out quality stuff on YouTube anymore.
Quality stuff does not get attention on YouTube, and it's sad. And that's a shame, you know, but, you know, I'm lucky enough to have started 10 years ago. 10-year legacy, that's why I am where I am. In regards, you know what? That may be why some people are angry too. Man, if Phil didn't start 10 years ago, he never would have got any popularity. This is bullshit, because I want to start now, and I can't get any popularity. Well, you know what? I will be the first person to tell you I feel that I am lucky, and I am incredibly grateful that my luck has panned out the way it has, that I'm still to this day able to do this for a job. I'm still pertinent. People still enjoy my content. You know? I don't, yes, was it some of it hard work? Absolutely. And yes, a lot of it is the support of my viewers and fans, but a lot of it has been luck too. Just luck of the timing of the draw, right?
It's getting worse and worse.
Today, literally, was the best stream of multiplayer in a first-person shooter I've ever done on YouTube. I will say this, I have done just as good as I did earlier today before, but it was never recorded and broadcast on the internet. Back in the day, I used to have some really good runs in games like Unreal Tournament and its sequels, as well as the original Call of Duty and Call of Duty 2 on PC. And then, right before I actually started making videos for YouTube, that year before, Halo 3, as well as the first Modern Warfare. All of those games, I used to actually do really well online. I used to basically go on crazy kill streaks, high-ass kill-death ratios, constantly being at the top of my team. But it's been a while, folks. It's been a while, right? Pretty crazy that earlier today, I don't know what happened, if it was in the water here, if I was just feeling it or whatever, if for some reason I was getting lucky and getting better connections, but I was tearing it up in Call of Duty World War II earlier today. I had pretty much, I'd say out of all the matches I played, maybe 5, if that, did I have a negative kill death ratio. Most of them I was at the top of the leaderboards, whooping ass, getting double executions. It was pretty nuts, man. People really enjoyed the stream. They were going crazy and getting so hyped for how good I was doing earlier on. Now, Astro Jetboy just said something in the stream chat. Says, oh, it's because you changed weapons from the bar to the STG or whatever it is that I'm using now. I don't know if that's true. I mean, STG is good. Don't get me wrong. But I don't necessarily think that it was the weapon. I mean, I'm pretty much doing the same style of gameplay. I mean, the weapon is slightly more accurate, but it's less damaging, from what I'm to understand.
What pasta do you prefer? I prefer a penne. Oh! Easy to eat. Oh! Phil's a faggot. Phil's fat. Phil's a loser. Phil's a beggar. DSP's a pedophile. DSP is a thief. DSP is a greedy fuck.
This guy's a bitch.
I have a micro penis. Alright, I'm not dead, but I swear to God I wish I fucking was.